Hey everybody, welcome to Hills and Gills. Chuck back here with you, and we've got a 1 32 ounce pink and orange jig to tie up today. Whether you're a trout fisherman, crappie fisherman, this is an excellent pattern for either one of those species of fish. We're going to be using some material from Temu, and go over and check them out if you're just getting into tying or you've been tying and looking for a good cheap place to buy some extra material. And as always, I hope if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We'd love to have you here at Hills and Gills. But anyway, let's quit flapping our jaw and let's get... Okay, guys, let's get this 1 32 ounce crappie jig tied up here, or trout jig, whichever you're going to be targeting. It's just an all-around good color. We're going to run our thread all the way back to the bend of the hook right back here. Work our way about halfway back up on the shank of the hook. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be V'ing out some hackle feathers. And if you've never done this, all you got to do is just go right in. Just take your scissors, go in, cut, and then just start V'ing these feathers out. We got our pink. Now we're going to go ahead and get our orange. First thing we're going to do is just take our pink feathers. We're just going to kind of mash them together, lay them right on the side of the shank of that hook, and lock them in. And then we're just going to repeat the process and go right with the orange on the other side. Putting that stem right up against that shank. And then just repeating the process right on the other side with another pink. And then we're going to add one more orange to the other side. There we go. And we'll give some tight wraps right back down toward the back of the jig head. Right back down the body. It's looking good right there. Now the next thing we're going to add is some chartreuse flashing. So we'll do about 3 on each side. So we'll get 3 strands of it here. My thread is trying to do a dance there for us. We got us 3 strands here. We're going to lay it right down the side, right back to where that hackle feather ends. Lay it right on the side of that shank. Give them 2 or 3 tight turns there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut. Some people lays over to the side. Sometimes I do myself. But I prefer just getting it cut and laying it right on the other side, then getting her done. So we'll pinch him right on the side with the shank of that hook. Give him a few tight wraps there. We'll go ahead and get this excess cut off. And now we're just going to pinch everything back. We're just going to lock all this in. Okay, it's looking good. Now our next step that we're going to be doing, this is Floral Ice Dub Chanel right here. I got this off of Temu. And it's good quality stuff to work with. It is super strong. And this is a pink. It's got some bright colors in it right there, some flash, as you can see. It's not going to take much of this, so I'll just cut a small piece of it off here. We'll go ahead and remove some of the fibers where we can lock this thread right in back where those hackle feathers starts. Give him some tight wraps here, locking that in, and then we're going to run our thread right back up to the back of the jig head. Now at this point, we're just going to start wrapping, and we want to start wrapping right where you can see the thread. Some good tight wraps, and we're just going to work it right back up toward the back of the jig head here. There we go. And then we're going to just do some crossovers, locking this in. And a couple in front. And then we go ahead and get this excess cut. And then we can build our collar up. Get our whip finish done here. Hit it with a UV resin. Well, there you go. A pink and orange with a little bit of chartreuse flashing. Hey, excellent color for those crappie out there in the 1 32 ounce. Not that big, not that too small of a jig. So until next time, stay safe out there on the water, and we'll see you right back here at Hills and Gills.